A one-time web search giant Yahoo is now on its fifth CEO in 10 years following the resignation of Chief Executive Scott Thompson over his resume. Yahoo was told about an error in his resume, which said Thompson had a bachelor's degree in both computer science and accounting. His alma mater, Stonehill College, confirmed the accounting part, but not the computer science degree. Thompson also informed the Yahoo board of directors that he has been diagnosed as having thyroid cancer. Yahoo recruited Thompson from PayPal just 4 months ago. Heather.
Well, Jim Bullock is a business attorney here in Dallas, so yes, there's always a lot happening in the studio, so thank you.
True. No
Thanks
problem.
for being here with us tonight. Okay, listen, I don't know if we're hearing about this more or if the lying on the resume is just happening more, happens more often than we think.
I don't know that it happens more often.
Yeah.
We may be hearing about it more because of the availability of information and the prevalence of media outlets.
So that means then when a company finds out something about like what just happened with the Yahoo CEO, it's like, oh, we better be forthcoming and say, okay, this is happening, we're going to let him go because we're going to find out about it anyway?
Well, I think so. And also, when you're looking at a company like Yahoo with thousands of employees, you have to apply your policies consistently, whether you're the CEO or you're the line manager. And so if you find the CEO has misrepresented his credentials, you need to treat him the same as you would the line manager or the line employee. So if you're going to say to that brand new computer programmer out of college, well, you lied about the little traffic ticket you got, your history, you have to apply the same standard to the CEO.
Well, yeah, because that's one of the things I was actually curious about, because it seems like just lying about a second degree or perhaps where you went to college would be something that if the company wanted to overlook it, you could just, you don't need to get the word out there and be public about it.
Well, the company could, but they need to be consistent.
Okay.
So if they're going to overlook it for the CEO, they need to be willing to overlook it for the junior level programmer or the staff accountant. You can't pick and choose how you're going to, if you're going to treat one employee versus the other in terms of those basic credentials.
Well, because it does set a precedent. Well, you did it for him, you got to do it for me too.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm curious too, as the job market is even more difficult, as more people are out of work, does lying become a little, I don't want to say easier, but a little more prevalent? I mean, because honestly, if it comes down to you've been looking for work for a couple of years, you've got to put food on your family's table.
Sure.
Then just go ahead and throw that extra degree on there.
I'm sure the temptation is there.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's been there for lots of people for many years. I don't know that it's more prevalent now, and I would think that the patter should beware. For two reasons, really.
Patter beware.
Patter beware. You know, basically with the internet, memory is fleeting, the internet is forever.
Oh, that's just true. Right.
So information that you may have forgotten is out there and can be found. But also in an economy where we have such high unemployment, there's severe competition for a lot of positions.
Yeah. So employers maybe really could go through that with a fine-tooth comb to figure out who the best employee is going to be. You know, I'm not trying to date you, but I'll date myself here. When we were first looking for our jobs, for those entry-level jobs, there was no internet that anybody could jump on and do a background check. I mean, that was before the internet. That was a long time ago. But companies now have the capability to check, and they can get on Facebook, and they can, really find out who you are and what you're about.
Well, and my advice to a company would be, don't be penny wise and pound foolish. Spend the money to do the background check.
Up front.
Exactly.
Well, and two, what about like employer liability? I mean, we can look at the CEO and go, okay, you did this, you put this wrong degree on here, but like, let's say, for example, somebody who's working for a trucking company, and they put that they haven't had an accident in X number of years, and perhaps they have. They don't tell you, and then they get in an accident. That employer is held liable. Right.
Or you didn't do proper diligence to determine whether or not this person had a clean driving record, and that information is available to you. Background checks for criminal records, driving records, credit reports, academic verification, prior employment verification. In so many industries, truck driving, academics, medical care, you really need to do your diligence. Make sure you have a qualified and a safe hire.
Exactly. Is it worse? I know that's maybe not the wrong word, but is it worse for a CEO or an entry-level person to kind of fudge on the resume a little bit?
Probably just more visible for the CEO.
More visible, yeah.
Exactly. If you're a Yahoo or you're not, but if you're a Yahoo.com and you're hiring a CEO, you're a publicly traded company. You're expected to put some effort and some diligence into hiring the person that is going to be your chief executive officer. So it's probably a lot more visible if they fudge their resume rather than the person in the mailroom.
So bottom line, you just want to stand out for being a great candidate for a job, not for being the person who
Absolutely,
lied.
absolutely. You know, don't let your integrity become a commodity. You know, stick with the truth. Show that you're a good candidate, you're a good hire for all the good reasons.
Right.
Don't stand out because you lied on your resume
Yeah.
and got found out.
Yeah, not good. All right, Jim Bullock, we appreciate you being here tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thanks.